Don't judge me by my accomplishments. Judge me by what I had to overcome to accomplish them. Top of the team is Coach E, and you know what time it is. It's time to leverage your life. And if you don't know, your life is your business. And if you're not living the life that you desire and deserve, it's maybe because you're not minding your business. And if you're not minding your business, it may be because you don't know what your business is. And if you don't, you're in the right place. Don't worry. It's cool. Today, I want to bring up the fact that me as a man, me as a husband, me as a father, I fall short. I fall short often. I fall short repeatedly. And I don't say this looking for sympathy, and I don't say this to beat down on myself. I actually have a brighter side to even saying this. I fall short because the man, the husband, the father, the entrepreneur that I strive to be causes me to aim so high. Wes Watson put it the best, and I love how he says, become the man you admire and then give that person to the world. I come to the conclusion that this man that I admire, they don't exist. And that's the hardest part for me. I have men in my life that I look to, that I respect, that have aspects of their life that I respect, that have ways that they get down and things that they do. You know, I have fathers that I respect. I have husbands that I respect. I have businessmen that I respect. I have mentors and people that I look to and say, you know, that aspect of my life, if I can get that down, I can learn that from you. Or I can learn this from you. It's people that's younger than me. You know what I'm saying? It's people that's older than me that I respect in certain ways. But with no disrespect, there is no man on this earth that exists that fits the description of the man that I strive to be. So, because I aim so high to be this man, and mind you, this man is not perfect. It's not a perfect man, but it's a whole man. And because I aim so high to be this man, I often fall short. It's the same as the saying they go, aim for the stars, you're going to reach the moon. They always say in entrepreneur circles that if you set your goals high and you don't meet them, that's a good thing. But if you set your goals and you meet them, you set your goals too low. So that's the brighter side to what I'm saying. The fact that I aim so high and I don't reach what I aim for and I fall short is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And that's my word to encourage guys today. If you fall short of being the man that you desire to be, it might be a good thing because you're aiming high enough that you have to reach high enough that failure is a possibility. There's 5 things that I believe every man needs to acquire to reach his highest potential or to express his potential. Those 5 things to me are entrepreneurship, being a husband, being a father, being physically fit, and being emotionally intelligent. Entrepreneurship first, because as I run Leverage Your Life, and I'm high on and big on entrepreneurship as a superior path. I believe entrepreneurship is a superior path for anybody to become the best version of themselves because what it makes you, and because of the fact that personal development is the cornerstone of entrepreneurship. And by that alone, I believe it's well equipped to make a man the best version of himself. So entrepreneurship is one of the first things I think a man should seek in becoming the best version of himself. But there's another 2 that come right behind that. The second one is being a husband. I've been married for 6 years now, and I've been in a committed relationship for 16. And one thing I can say about being a husband or being someone's man or having a woman is that as a man, your mother or your father will teach you so much, but your wife, when you find one, will take you to that next level. And you really don't learn how to love and how to be a man until you get your woman. Now, Elijah Muhammad, or excuse me, Farrakhan was saying in the speech that you're not a man until you get a woman, and I believe that. He went to an extreme and he said, you don't even know if you're a man if you don't have a woman. And I understand where he's coming from, and I believe that as well. Because your role as a man is basically your role in relationship to a woman. You're defined based upon your relationship to a woman. So if you look at your relationships with women, that will define your manhood. Whether you're a promiscuous man having multiple women, or whether you're a single man having no women, or you're a man who's married and has one woman. Who you are in relationship to that woman determines the quality of man you are. And it can take you to the top of manhood, depending on your relationship with women, or it can shrink you down. The third thing is being a father. Being a father is important because not just legacy, you are responsible for putting energy into your environment in the form of your children. Your children are the contribution that you have to your society. Whatever you've done, you've passed it on to them, and they're going to continue to duplicate that in society. The way you raise your children is a reflection of you, who you are, your core values, what you believe and don't believe in, what you live by and what you don't live by. And the type and the quality of children that you put out into this society determines the type of man you are. But for the most part, you being in a position to raise those children will make you the man that you want to be. I have daughters and I have sons. So I get to raise male children and female children, and I get to see things from different perspectives. I always look at my life in the different perspective that's brought to me. I see everybody as a version of myself. Like the Reverend Ike said, my mentor, he says, I only meet myself. So my wife is a reflection of me. My children are a reflection of me. My friends are a reflection of me. See, my children are a reflection of an aspect of me when I was young. I get to see myself when I was young. And I get to give myself the opportunity and the chances that I possibly didn't get when I was young. So the ability to raise children, male children and female children, gives you a different perspective on male and female relations, on being a man, on being a woman, helps you to understand how you would treat a woman, and helps you to understand how you would be a man. I really truly believe that a man cannot be a man if he doesn't become a father. I think that's one key aspect to being a great man. And I believe that every great man has children. Now, if you don't have children, I'm not saying that you don't have the ability to be a great man, but I'm saying that this is one of the tools that I believe is necessary for a man to reach his potential. To not only be able to meet a woman and have a woman to show him how to love, but then to duplicate himself into society and show society that the man that I am, I'm going to project into the society. I'm going to project into this world. Or the women that I want in the society, I'm going to project into this world, and I'm going to contribute to this world via my seed. The fourth thing is physical fitness. Y'all know me, I work out all the time, 5 days a week. I'm in the gym. I'm training people. I live and I die by this healthy lifestyle. I'm a virgin. I ain't no damn virgin. I'm a vegetarian, and I have a disciplined diet. Um, Being physically fit as a man, I believe, is a requirement. It's a requirement because it's a show of discipline, which is something men have to have a hell of a lot of. But it's basically the same way as women have breasts and a nice butt. It's all that good stuff that men have to be physically fit. That's an attraction side of us. But it's not just for the physical aesthetic. It's for the confidence that it gives you. It's for how it makes you feel as a man. It's for the confidence that you place in other people in your manhood. Your woman is more likely to feel protected by you when she knows that you are strong enough to protect her. Your children are more likely to feel protected by you when they know you are strong enough to protect them. There's people around you depending on you. And working out is selfish and selfless because not only does it benefit you and put confidence in you, it puts confidence in the people around you who depend upon you. And lastly, emotional intelligence. And I put emotional intelligence last because I put it as the foundation, not as the top, but as the foundation of all these four that I talked about before. Why is emotional intelligence the foundation? Well, becoming a man and being a man is something that is stressful, something that we could be depressing at times, something that could be very lonely, something that could be very harsh, unforgiving, and often does not come with a lot of physical accolades. You don't get rewards. What Drake say? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no trophies that come with this. Ain't no envelopes to open for being a stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no rewards. Ain't no celebration. And it shouldn't be. I'm not saying you should because we're not special. This is our job. But having emotional intelligence will help you regulate all the trials of those first four: running a business, being a husband, being a father, even being in the gym and getting physically fit. The tearing down of you emotionally, the tearing down of you physically, the tearing down mentally. You have to be able to know how to cope with that and not respond incorrectly. I was with the guys in the Giants den last night, and he was saying that it's okay to feel a certain way, but what is the behavior that comes from that feeling? That's where the problem comes. You can be mad, but when you start breaking shit, the behavior is the one that's wrong, not the feeling of being mad. So when you have emotional intelligence, you understand that you can feel a way. You can be depressed, you can be anxious, you can be stressed, but what's the behavior that follows? And the behavior that follows should be in line with maintaining those other four, because those other four are going to bring on different levels of extreme emotion, extreme levels of weakness, extreme levels of sadness, tiredness, um, just being broken down, because that's what you're doing. You're breaking yourself down. I've been an entrepreneur for over 15 years now, running businesses, being self-employed, and the ups and downs of that. But it's made me stronger every time I overcame every situation. I mean, I've started this business over multiple times. I failed in this business multiple times. But as I learned to take failure as a stepping stone, I became stronger. That's emotional intelligence, because my behavior towards how I felt did not make me do things that was destructive. It was constructive. Being a husband and going through the differences with your wife, and sometimes you're not seeing eye to eye, and sometimes you're not understanding her needs or not being sensitive to them. But being a man, not recognizing that, hey, you can't just tell her, suck it up and let's keep pushing. You got to figure it out, and you got to have them conversations, and you got to be vulnerable. Being a father and having children that are growing and becoming teenagers and wanting things, and sometimes not being able to give them those things and not being able to explain to them properly why you can't. There's different emotional ups and downs. It's a roller coaster. But with emotional intelligence, you'll be able to handle those things, and the behavior that precedes it will not be destructive, will be constructive. So as always, if you can't learn from me what to do, you can learn what not to. And I mean, if I've given anything of value to you, like, share, subscribe, tap in with me. I'm doing this on a weekly basis. I'm talking that shit and swallowing spit, because I got to give y'all what I have. The man that I desire to be is begging me to do the work, not when it's perfect, not when I'm not scared, not when everything is right, It's to do it imperfectly. It's to do it scared. It's to do it when everything seems like I shouldn't, and let the rest work it out. Like I said earlier in episodes, man, I'm working off faith now. I'm driven by faith only now. Because there's that unknown factor that I cannot account for, and I'm just gonna have to believe for the outcome. And that's what I'm gonna do. Until next time, don't be good, be good at it.